Pharmacy in Northamptonshire represents the interest of all the community pharmacists in the county. That includes all the independents and the multiples. Our role is basically to support them in their role as community pharmacists and make sure that we help deliver some of the services and plan them together with the local commissioners. I took over in June 2010 as the chair of Pharmacy Northamptonshire, and trust me, it's been a whirlwind of change. NHS is restructuring. There are some massive changes. As one minister put it, the changes are so big that you can see them from outer space. At a time when such changes are taking place, we need to get organised. We need to get businesslike, and we need to know what we're doing. We need to get our house in order, and then we're able to engage with all the people that we need to in order to secure our future. So what I have done is to help our committee change the way it works. We've restructured the organisation so that we have a strategic committee as well as our normal committee. We've got some locality leads whose role is to make sure that they talk to all the contractors in the organisation. This restructuring is done in a bid to secure the communication between all the contractors and the people in the LPC. As part of this restructuring, we've looked at what we need to focus on as an organisation. Pharmacy Northamptonshire has spent quite some time deciding on what priorities we have. And that primarily is to look after the interest of our contractors, to make sure we engage with commissioners, to make sure our patients are looked after, and that we are shouting very loud and clear to all the commissioners and gatekeepers of what pharmacy can deliver. The government wants us to deliver more patient-centred care, and in order for us to do that, we need to know what our patients need. We need to understand how we're going to deliver and how we're going to engage and what we need to do to invest in order to deliver this kind of service. Basically, the patient is no decision about me without me. As part of Pharmacy Northamptonshire, we've restructured, but we've also added a new member to the team, and that is our Chief Officer, Rosemary Plum. She is now helping our organisation deliver some of the radical things that were necessary in order to make sure that pharmacy is well placed with all these new NHS changes. With a background in media, she's able to make sure that our PR work is done so that many people, patients, commissioners understand what pharmacy is all about. And Pharmacy Northamptonshire is focusing on some priorities. These include investment in IT. We now have the ability to make sure we communicate effectively with all our contractors. We've set up an email address. We are setting up a website. We will be making sure that we communicate everything through newsletters that will be in a soft version so you could see what is going on within Pharmacy Northamptonshire. The purpose of the website is so that our contractors can get support and information. Far too often, contractors are not quite sure where to go to get the relevant updates of what is happening in pharmacy, or where to get a particular form, or what is actually happening in their locality. The website has been designed so that we can let commissioners, GPs, other people view it and know what we're doing, but also patients will be able to go to a place where they will know what pharmacy in general is doing in Northamptonshire, but also what is happening in their locality. Many contractors will know that we've started to get the NHS mail set up at all the pharmacies. This will help secure the information that we send to you. It is important for us to know what our baseline is, and as such, we've done a lot of work to see what our contractors are doing, what their details are, if there's any changes, so we know exactly where we are today. We've spent some time making sure that we go on the radar, and therefore our PR campaign will go on for the next 12 months or longer to make sure that people out there understand what pharmacists do. One service I'm passionate about is the healthy heart check, or health checks as it's known nationally. I believe pharmacies are best placed to deliver this service. We can reduce the risk of heart attack and stroke for many of the patients in the county. The service in the pilot was so successful that over 99% thought the idea and the service was excellent. And I believe that if it's rolled out throughout the county, it's an excellent place for pharmacy to be, because we can then deliver more services on the back of it. Whether it's weight management or diabetes or blood pressure, there is such a huge amount of work that we can do to help the patients of the county of Northamptonshire. Pharmacy contractors in Northamptonshire provide many enhanced services. We provide smoking cessation to EHC, to even cardiovascular as a pilot. But we need to do more. We need to make sure that the commissioners realise what pharmacy can deliver. For example, Stop Smoking is one of our best services. In this, we take at least 80% of the credit of all the quitters that the county has. Of those 80% that engage our services, we have a quit rate around 49%, which is higher than the national average of about 40%. There are other services we provide, such as sexual health service, which is the EHC service, and the chlamydia screening. We should be able to take care of many of the chronically ill patients, because by doing that we'll reduce the medicine wastage that takes place. We should reduce the uptake of A&E, and we should better manage these patients. There are many things that we deliver, and we are very good value for money for the government, and we need to make sure we shout out loud and clear exactly what it is that we do and deliver for the county. We need to future-proof ourselves. We need to make sure that the income streams that we have presently are secure, but also that in the future we have new income streams. We need to get ourselves organised in such a way that we can deliver some of the services that people like the consortia will need. They will need to cut their drug costs. We can help look after many of the chronically ill patients and their medications. We need to make sure that they don't waste their medicines, that they take their medicines on time, so that we have adherence and concordance. It's important, therefore, that if we take care of these patients, that we have a service that stops wastage of medicines, stops unnecessary use of A&E services, and waste the time of consultants. This is a huge opportunity, in my opinion, for pharmacists to engage with the consortia and the patients locally and save a lot of money, but also secure new services for pharmacy. These services would improve compliance, concordance, and adherence. It is these issues that make many patients ill and end up in hospital. And this is, I feel, a good place for us to start, especially as we engage with the future of consortia and local authorities. Public Health England will be spending close to £4 billion in the future. Northamptonshire is the fastest growing population in the country, and as such will have a great demand for healthcare services. We may need to provide services for alcohol or mental health. I think commissioners will soon recognise that we could save them a lot of money with the potential services that we could provide. With all the investment that we've made in pharmacy, the LPC with its investment is looking forward to the future. We have already begun to talk to NEN commissioning and to the local authorities. I hope that over the future we can build a relationship that is mutually beneficial and that will help all our contractors and all our patients. The key point is that pharmacy provides value for money. We provide a lot of services that the NHS needs at a very good price, and I believe that that will be our forte. Together with the mass availability of pharmacies throughout the county, good access, many open 6-7 days a week, we're perfectly placed to deliver many of the initiatives the government would like. Pharmacy Northamptonshire has a great future and all the contractors within it. With the future changes that take place, I believe it's an opportunity, and being an optimist, I think that we can deliver. I believe we're best placed in the right place to have a positive future.